Yay, it looks like we're live. Hello, everyone. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sarah.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. This is the, what is this? The third movie
Yes.
in our Marvel Cinematic Universe run-through. Iron Man 2. And, so it was like Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2.
Yeah, in case there's any questions.
That's what we've done so far. This we just now wrapped up Iron Man 2, and we are doing this live. This particular live stream review.
You are watching Lonnie and Sarah unbox this month's Loot Crate.
Oh, yeah, you sure are.
Oh, son of a gun. Okay, well, whatever. We are going to fix that real quick.
I'm glad I looked down.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. So, while we're doing that, I'm going to let everybody know that you can chat live if you're watching this live.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, now we have a Y.
And why subscribe? Why subscribe?
Because we're awesome, that's why.
But it's not on the...
Well, just click on there again and hit the backspace a couple more times.
That's crazy. You know, we just have some goofiness going on here.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what happened.
Well,
but...
Let's see here.
Oh, the technical glitches of our channel.
So, see.
If I had $1 for every time those happened, we could probably...
be pretty rich,
we could afford some new equipment.
Okay, it's gone.
But anyway. Okay, so... Iron Man 2, now that we can finally get to the movie review. Basically, you got Whiplash, who is played by Mickey Rourke, which is weird because his name is Whiplash in the comics, but they never actually call him Whiplash.
No, they never called him that.
In the freaking...
So he's the annoying little prick, right?
The Russian guy.
He's the guy with the whips. Whiplash.
Oh, why did I put two and two?
I mean, you know.
It's late. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
So, basically, Tony Stark is, like, extremely full of himself at this point, and rightfully so. I mean, you know, he's basically got the world doing great.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, the government is afraid that, everybody else is going to have their own Iron Man suits eventually, and the world will just go to crap. And
blah, blah,
he was
blah,
like,
blah.
no, we can't. That's not going to happen. And so...
But really, they just wanted it for themselves.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the bullshit.
Yeah, and so he basically embarrasses the crap out of the senator, who was actually played by Gary Shandling.
He did well.
Who was amazing in this movie in his supporting role.
Mm-hmm.
This is also the first movie with Don Cheadle as Lieutenant Colonel Rhodes.
Which I liked, but at the same time, Terrence, what's his last name? The guy that played him last time would have done just as well, I think. I don't know.
He did.
I think him and Robert Downey Jr. had more chemistry than Don Cheadle.
Okay,
and
so it changed in this movie.
There was
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Sarah hasn't seen the first one.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, he did. But at the same time, I like Don Cheadle.
I do. It's not a... I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
But I think he would have done better, maybe. I don't know. I'd like to see another version just to see.
Yeah, and I mean, so Tony is basically dying because the material being used, the element being used to run his arc reactor that's keeping him alive is poisoning his body.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's basically spending the entire movie trying to find a replacement element, even though he's tried everything. And then you get to see his dad for the first time, quite a bit. And it's interesting. You will see his dad more as the movies progress. And so he eventually finds it, you know, what he needs. Spoilers, by the way. If you haven't seen this movie in the last 8 years.
Right.
Then,
But anyway.
But yeah, so he ends up, Whiplash ends up a pawn of the government, and the guy who is kind of like Tony's rival ends up using him to create these drones, which they were actually wanting a suit, but Whiplash ends up creating these drones and makes his own special Iron Man suit with the whips, the electric whips and everything.
We find out, I mean, he makes the drones, so they'll follow, Don Cheadle's character.
Oh, yeah.
When he hijacks his suit.
And the interesting part, like, what'd you think of the Formula One battle scene? I thought that was pretty sweet.
That was really good. That was really good, and it had some comic relief in it when they couldn't get the suit out of the car. It was really good.
How about drunk Tony at the party?
Oh my god, that was great.
I was like, oh, come on, man. Come on, man.
So, tell me this, of course, in the end, Rhodes and Tony end up teaming up. They end up destroying all of the drones.
Which was awesome.
They end up beating Whiplash. He ends up, basically all the drones had a self-destruct mechanism. Hey, Mary's in the chat. Yo! She did say that she would be up at midnight when we were...
Yeah, she said I never sleep, which you don't when it's about to have a baby. You stay up all night.
So...
Or I did, anyway.
We end up, they end up blowing up. I actually thought that the self-destruct sequence at the end wasn't really suspenseful. But it was just that one last little, gotta hurry up, make it to Pepper so that he could snatch her up. But it didn't really have that, oh my god, a race against time. It was a really neat little sequence, but the suspense wasn't there for me.
I mean, I don't think it was meant to be suspenseful, so.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
No. But oh, hey.
Oh. Hey, Bradley. With his eyeballs.
It's Mr.
I'm actually surprised that we have this many people in the chat.
Our night owls.
Watching tonight. Of course, it is Friday night.
Yeah.
It is kind of late, but welcome everybody. We're glad to have you. But yeah, this movie, I want to know, in the end, Tony ends up with his new element. He discovers it by watching some old video. Nick Fury plays a pretty substantial part in this movie. Gives him the stuff that he needs, a bunch of the info on his dad.
Yeah.
But
then also leads him to discover it himself.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
He kind of gave him the keys and said, hey, go explore. And it worked. And we also, for the first time, I think this is the first time, we get to see Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow.
I love her.
Right? I was like, oh, yay.
This was her first appearance in the movie series. And we will, I don't know when, I think she pops up again in Avengers. But speaking of future movies, the after credits scene, which without even thinking, I spoiled it for you, and
that was awesome.
Honest to God, I thought.
You thought what?
For some reason, I was thinking that the Thor scene was at the end of Captain America, because
it's not. Because
Thor was the next movie after Captain America. I wasn't thinking that they were going to show the Thor hammer when it was going to be the second movie from them. Regardless
of when they were going to show it, you still spoiled it.
Yeah, okay, and I'm going to have to just totally keep the kind of spoilers.
You're going to have to, because we haven't watched all these movies.
I know. Y'all have only watched
about... go back and watch the first Iron Man,
The first Iron Man was pretty good. Now, in hindsight, this movie was a heck of a lot better. Believe it or not, the first time I saw this movie, I thought it was okay. But I was like, Iron Man 1 was much better. Going back and knowing what I know about the future of the series and where everything goes, this movie's a heck of a lot better than Iron Man 1. Because I'll go ahead and tell you, the whole subplot about him dying with his reactor, and I thought that was the worst part of the movie the first time I saw this.
This played a huge part in the movie, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But now, I'm like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot better than what I remembered. And I just about don't even have to know what's coming to really enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
This, I think they did a really dang good job of building Thor in this movie.
Yes.
And I love Thor.
Thor is not the next movie. It's the second movie from now. Next up is Captain America.
Which they used Cap's shield to...
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't his shield. It was like a...
It was his shield.
It was like a little...
It was his shield.
I thought it was his shield.
No, it was like it was a little BS design. It wasn't even solid. It wasn't like a perfectly circular
triggered.
It represented him.
It looked like something. It looked like a freaking Christmas decoration they would hang from a light pole in a small town.
It was red, white, freaking blue.
Well, it was, and it was a circle, and it had a star in the center, and it was red, white, and blue. But that was the only...
Oh, man.
It wasn't like a solid shield. It wasn't made out of vibranium.
Or Jesus or anything.
It wasn't made out of vibranium. It wasn't solid. I mean, holy crap, it was like, it was missing chunks of it on the sides and things. It wasn't really a shield. It was just a neat little Easter egg.
Oh, my gosh. You have to be so literal.
Oh, my God, y'all. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with y'all.
I don't know.
Tisk. Hey! Talking about me in the chat.
It's true. I did it on purpose.
I can't help it.
I think you was going to act that way.
I gotta, like, I just...
We gotta have entertaining videos somehow. I might as well just aggravate Lonnie.
Okay, but anyway.
Brian Lee's laughing.
Iron Man 2, you end up seeing some awesome action sequences. Robert Downey Jr. it's almost like they just let him go. Be like, just do your thing.
Yeah.
And
I enjoyed his sarcastic humor.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
And I really enjoyed this because I know y'all... Have you seen Age of Ultron, Sarah?
I don't know if I have or not. I don't think
Where Tony creates the evil robot and it ends up nearly destroying the world.
I don't think I have.
Okay, well, anyway, there comes a time, like comic book Tony is like a certified pain in the ass. He's one of the people who thinks he knows everything, which you kind of see. You kind of see that happening
He
here.
kind of does. But
he thinks he knows everything, and he thinks that every decision he makes is going to save the world, when in actuality he's screwing things up. That hasn't happened to movie Tony yet.
He means well.
But we're getting there. We're getting to the point where Tony is trying to be the good guy, but he's unintentionally becoming the villain. And we're starting to see where he's so sure of himself, he's gonna screw up eventually. And I really like this movie because he is at the height of his try to do good, actually do good phase, where he's actually making a difference and not screwing up the entire world. I mean, you kind of saw hints of it, kind of sparking out when he was getting drunk and acting a fool and shooting watermelons out of the air. And crap like that.
Glass objects. And I'm like, God, somebody's going to get stabbed in the eye.
I kept thinking that beautiful house is being decimated because of stupidity.
Right?
You saw he pointed at something and his little hand cannon went off and destroyed the whole big window inside the house.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we're making progress. 3 movies down, 428 to go. And, before April 27th is when Infinity War comes out. Mm-hmm. And, anyway, I'm going to give this movie a 9.
Okay.
I don't remember what I gave the first one. I think a 9.
I think you gave it a 9 too.
This one was a stronger 9. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't quite 9.5. This was a 9.25. I liked it better than the first one, but not enough to give it a 9.5. I guess.
Are you done yet?
Yeah. I want to hear y'all's ratings.
I give it a 9. This one was a lot better than the first one. I mean, the only reason it don't get a 10 because there was quite a few slow parts where I was just like, but I also like that, like, you know how they have those different quizzes you can take?
Yeah.
Like on Facebook and stuff. Like I took one time that's like, which superhero girlfriend are you? And I got Pepper Potts, and after watching both these movies, yeah, that's me.
I can actually...
That's totally
I
me.
can totally see that.
Yeah.
Like you and I do have kind of a Tony Pepper dynamic, don't we? Holy crap.
Yes, we do.
I never even...
It's hilarious.
That's funny.
Wow. That...
Especially after watching this one. Like, the first one, I was like, yeah, maybe. And then watching this one, I was like, oh, that's me.
And now that, like, Sarah sees it and hears it, like...
Yeah. She's like, yep. Tony and Pepper.
Yes.
Forever.
I guess. So, Sarah, what do you give it?
I give it a 9 too.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed it.
What was your favorite part?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm trying to go back because there's so much that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean,
what's your favorite?
The Formula One scene was pretty cool, but just hands down, my favorite part was at the very end, where the senator had to put the pins on them, and
that was a really good part.
That was just satisfying.
That was very satisfying.
Actually, I do like where they called him to the office or whatever.
Oh, and he was in front of the Senate committee.
Yeah, and he just basically like.
Yeah.
Oh, especially when the senator like cussed him there on live TV.
Tony. Oh, that was great.
He just put them in their place. That was
He
hilarious.
did. He was exposing them.
Oh yeah, because they had those like satellite maps pulled up, and he like pulled out his phone and started.
Look at all this.
He like hijacked the whole feed and everything.
That was great. I'm gonna call you out too.
Yeah.
I really liked though when they destroyed the drones. That was really good. Really
oh yeah, Tony. Oh, what about the part where like that dude was selling them weapons earlier in the movie, and he had what he called the ex-wife, which was supposed to be like the all-powerful little missile, and then at the end, Rhodes is like in his War Machine outfit. He's like, "Here, I got this, Tony. This thing, we're gonna send in the ex-wife." And it's like a little sparkler.
Yeah, no. That was freaking hilarious.
Oh my god!
It like bounced off of Whiplash and just kind of sparked on the ground.
Like, are we gonna send in the ex-wife? It didn't do shit.
But one thing that I've noticed, and I appreciate it every time I watch these movies again, is that Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury steals the hell out of the show every time he's on camera.
He does. He plays him so well. Mm-hmm. Samuel L. Jackson is just wonderful in everything, though.
He pretty much is.
No matter what he does, no matter if it's a shitty movie, Snakes on a Plane.
Oh, yeah.
Just go ahead and call that one out.
Black Snake Moan.
That was not a horrible movie. I don't care what anybody says.
There was only about 30 seconds to that movie that I liked, so.
I'm sorry. I thought that was a really good movie.
I haven't seen those.
But anyway.
Anyway.
I digress.
And he's from Chattanooga.
I mean, you like Euro Trip, so there's that.
Can we not do a movie review without bringing that up?
When you call something I like, something like that, yeah, I'm going to bring it up.
All right. Well, anyway.
Shazam.
You want to wrap this?
Oh, yeah. So, did you get any Marvel movies today?
Yes. We did get Captain America. We're ready to go for the next one.
Yay!
But see, every time we finish a movie, I like to have 2 movies ahead. So and the bad thing was I was going to pick up Thor today to where we had the 2 movies, but the only 2 copies they had one that was like the Ultimate 3D edition that was like $20, and I don't need that, like the Ultimate whatever. And then there was the only other one they had would have gone well with our collection, but the Blu-ray case was like busted on top. It had like big chunks missing out of the plastic, and I can't deal. So I may just, if I could talk Amber into it whenever we go to Walmart tomorrow, I may just bite the bullet and get the $22 Blu-ray that fits all those other ones. Because I would like to watch, like, big news is, like, I know this is kind of like out of place or whatever, but Amber's getting her car tomorrow, which is
tomorrow or Sunday.
Or Sunday. Oh, or Sunday.
I said that. I don't know why you're acting shocked right now.
I completely just...
Of course you did, because you focused on one thing only, and that damn car.
But anyway, we may have just a hair more time that we could squeeze a movie review in here and there. But yeah, we'll get to them when we can, because we have plenty of time, and I can't wait till Infinity War.
I'm excited for it too. I'm excited
for
it too.
Like, I can't even.
And Deadpool. Sorry, I had to put Deadpool in there too.
Well, I'm looking forward to Deadpool because Cable's going to be in it. But here's the thing. We've already seen Deadpool, the first Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool 2 is just going to be more of the same.
So?
It'll have some more character stuff.
And?
But Infinity War, we've had 16, 17 movies.
Yes, it's been a
that
build-up.
have been
There's
building
more of a build-up, yes.
to this. So my excitement for Deadpool is about a 7.5 right now. My excitement for Infinity War is like a 14.
But, I mean, you're saying, like, Deadpool's more of the same. Infinity War's more of the same, just a different plot, same characters.
Thanos.
Oh, one different character.
Oh my God.
There's one different character in Deadpool. You just named it.
I need to.
I don't give a shit.
This is probably what we should have done at McKay's today. I need to grab a copy of the trade paperback of
We got enough things on the list to buy.
Of the Infinity Gauntlet.
I'm just saying.
And just hand it to y'all and be like, here, you read it and then you read it. Okay. Because this is one of the best stories. One of the best stories.
I'm not saying it ain't going to be a bad story.
It is going to be.
It's a different story with the same characters is what I said. And a different enemy.
I know, but it's been building to this for so long.
But your argument with Deadpool doesn't.
Like, you remember way back when the Avengers first came out?
Yeah.
No.
The Avengers movie. It was like 2000.
Look, she don't, but I do.
It was like 2010, 2011.
I wasn't really into that kind of stuff.
7 years ago.
I didn't pay attention to that kind of stuff.
The first time we dated.
During the after credits scene, you know, Thanos appears, and you're like, holy crap, and then you realize...
Actually, no, because I didn't know after credits scenes were a thing. So, no.
I didn't know
You never watched the after credits scene in Avengers?
No.
Thanos appears?
No.
Oh.
I watched the movie. Did not watch the after credits scene, because I didn't know they were a thing.
I didn't either.
It says Amber is so mean.
I'm not mean, Brian.
Oh, yeah, Brian says Scoozy. The dude in the train car.
Yes.
I didn't even know what he was referencing, and I was like, oh, holy crap. The pervert in the train car, every time they go into the tunnel, he's like...
Not mean, Brian.
He's like touching them and stuff. Like they like go through it gets dark in the train car.
Please stop reminding me right now.
And then like when they come out and it's light again, he like has his hand on the dude's leg. And then the guy's like, oh, Scoozy.
Jeez.
Oh, love it. All right. Well, anyway, we need to do a review on Eurotrip one day.
You can.
Live commentary on Eurotrip.
From Lonnie.
Sarah can watch it.
Sarah can watch it. Listen to this.
I don't know about Eurotrip.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
I've changed that. So she can have a informed
Once
opinion.
you
But anyway, that's our review on Iron Man 2.
Sarah's face when I
That's
said
what?
I told her, once you join that club, and she just makes this weird face.
That's our review on Iron Man 2.
Look, okay, Mary's volunteering for tribute. She said she'd watch it with you.
Who is in Eurotrip?
Nobody of note.
Oh.
Nobody that went on to anything major. But it was funny. It's about a dude who is talking to a German exchange student that he thinks is a guy named Mike, and the guy wants to like the guy does German and he uses like a little translator to figure out what he's saying, and so the dude ends up like the German guy sends him an email and is like, hey, perhaps we should like meet up.
Says Matt Damon's in it.
Matt Damon's briefly in it.
Is like Breckenmeyer not in that one?
Who?
Breckenmeyer.
I don't know who that is.
He played in a whole bunch of movies.
God, he's played in so many movies.
Yeah.
It's not even funny.
But anyway, he gets freaked out.
He played in Garfield.
He's creeped out that he's creeped out that the German guy wants to meet up with him because he thinks he's going to be like a rape victim or something. And so he tells the guy to screw off, and come to find out, Mike is actually Mika, a very attractive German woman that was wanting to meet him. And so they go all the way to Europe because Mika has blocked his email.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of Road Trip. Breckenmeyer's in Road Trip.
Oh, was he the guy, the main guy in Road Trip?
Yeah, he was the main guy.
Okay, yeah.
But anyway.
He's the guy who kind of reminds me.
He was in Go.
Breckenmeyer's in everything.
Yes, he pretty much is.
He kind of reminds me of, God, who was in Ready to Rumble? Oh my God! He won the WCW championship. He was a movie star and everybody hated it. Why can I not remember this guy's name?
Nothing that matters.
Worst WCW champion in history.
Oh, he's shorter than me.
Yeah, he is short.
Oh dear God! Help me out, Brian. Help me out.
Brian, help me.
Brian, help me out. Dude was in Ready to Rumble. He was in a lot of movies. He was WCW champion. Oh my God! Why can I not remember this guy's name?
Goldberg? Are you talking about Goldberg?
No.
No.
David Arquette.
Yeah, David Arquette. Why could I not remember that guy's name? Holy
He's been in everything too.
Let's see.
I love him.
Or him?
Yeah, David Arquette.
Yeah, he was married to Courtney Cox, but they have split.
Yeah.
Okay, well anyway, we're going to go ahead and... we had like a really weird kind of went off on a strange tangent there for a minute.
Every freaking time. It's probably why nobody watches our reviews.
But anyway, remember...
Let's talk about everything but the movie.
No, but we got the movie out of the way this time. But remember, we will be on tomorrow night for Saturday Night Crew. We'll be starting 8 or 8:30.
Brian was like,
Yeah. But yeah, 8 or 8:30 tomorrow night, Saturday night, we'll be playing Diablo 4-player. Myself, Single Sarah, Amber. I believe Mark's coming by. I don't want to promise Mark's coming, but he's
pretty definite. Yeah,
he's been really on top of it, so I think he'll probably show up tomorrow night. We will be doing 4-player Diablo 3 on the Xbox 360. Probably won't want to put it down because that's good.
I hope so.
I envision this being a lot of fun. Sunday night around 10 o'clock, we're going to be reviewing the newest Walking Dead episode. That'll be live. Right after The Walking Dead goes off the air, that'll be the Spoiling Dead number 109?
9.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. And then we're going to have stuff on through the week.
And hopefully, Lonnie said we do Westworld Sunday.
Huh?
Westworld.
Yes, we're
That's not going to be live, though.
But we ain't doing it live.
Yeah, we'll look for our first
Westworld
review sometime very early this coming week. We're going to start doing those weekly. Probably be posting them on like Monday night. So anyway, you don't want me to ready for Diablo.
No, I
hope a lot of people are. This is going to be fun, especially when it'll be Saturday Night Crew Diablo 3. Mm-hmm. You want me to do my outro special one-liner?
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Oh, Lord.
All right, anyway, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
I'm Single Sarah.
And we're Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux out of Hickson, Tennessee. And we'll see everybody
tomorrow
night for the Saturday Night Crew.